Hello, hello, hello. Satisfactory. But I forgot that. I don't even know if my settings are. Oh, the immersive spheres are different. And oh.
The astrobiologist Dr. D.M. Mercer was the first to recognize these alien.
But anyway, what I was saying was the immersive spheres are held up by something different in this area, rather than how they are in the desert. Well, see, I forgot how to play. I haven't played in a while. Better? I mean, I guess normal's fine, but like, here is preferable, you know? Plus, I'd have to deal with this. And I'm 100% sure nobody likes that thing. Daddy. Anybody else hate those things? Or am I like the
Samples of unknown alien species acquired. It is unclear where on the flora or fauna spectrum it lies, but initial data suggests this might be a nest or an egg. Preserve the remains for later study.
I'm just trying to find somewhere to set up like a peer factory on. Okay, I see. I see two things here. Lots of hatcheries, lots of ore, and not enough pure ore. Ooh, and water. There wasn't water in the desert. Well, there was water, but there wasn't like a big body of water. There was just kind of like a river. Oh! Lizard doggo! Oh my god, I love these things. Is there a way to like tame them, by the way? Oh! It didn't even drop anything. I just killed a bird. Okay, what was I doing? I'm trying to find limestone. Yeah, I'm just like looking for anywhere to start like a factory, I guess. Yeah. Bro, this has to be a joke. Listen, I don't want my like. I don't even have stuff to like run a fully efficient one for peers, so I don't even know what I'm doing. I might just go back to those two normals and create two factories right next to them. The irons, by the way. Normal irons. That's so weak. Oh, that's new. Okay, like this is... Got him. Three iron ore. Okay, normal. Just saying. Okay. I'll set up here later. I'm gonna go find a good location to put the hub. I'm still near this, like, sweet iron deposit, but I don't know if there's any copper near it, and, like, if there is, I might, like, set up here. It doesn't seem there is. I'm gonna have to kill a lot of those, oh my god. So where's, like, the closest copper? Okay, that's not too far. I guess I'll set up, like, right on this, like, flat little thing, like, right here. Knock down. I forget how clunky building is in this game. I believe, because I have like a normal one, so 60 per minute each is really good, but especially like early, but it's gonna be annoying to have to like go back and forth. But as soon as I can get like Mark 1s, I'm gonna start setting up factories on this iron. For now, I'm just gonna mine this ore. There's so much iron. I'm sensing a theme, but I can't lay my finger on what it is. It's just like, I just can't. I don't know. I wonder what this theme could possibly be. Okay, now I gotta seriously find out copper. That's not too bad. Oh, there are two right next to each other as well. Also, the animations for those little guys are so tight. Now it's gonna. I'm gonna put 2 on the iron, 1 on limestone. So it should take me around, like, I think a little more than over 1.5 minutes to fill these miners up. So, God, that sounded wrong. I'm not that disrespect, guys.
Potential edible collected. Eating it and surviving does not count as a valid field test and does not generate enough data for Fix-It to make an informed decision. Store this potential resource for later use.
The flavor text dialogue in this game that they give you for like picking up something new is genuinely like fun. Also, the achievement that's like, it's called Critical Role, and then it's literally like for picking up a mercenary gear. That one's fun. Map merge. Well. Now, the thing is, the desert had a lot more flat ground in this area. I was kind of able to, like, weave around, and I can't here. I guess I can't. I literally can't. Speaking of, the movement in this game is genuinely delicious. Like, I haven't gotten very far, but even, like, slide hopping is so satisfying. I mean, my entire channel is kind of focused on playing games with satisfying movement, so I think I'd be crucified if I wasn't playing this because it had satisfying movement. I have to admit, though, I did get this game mostly because of the factory mechanics, but I did hear it had satisfying movement, so I was like, ooh. And then I bought it. Sadly, I already have Titanfall 2. So, also, look, it's the funny S. But it's also like, I forget what it's called. The thing Jolene and JoJo.
The Summer Sloop was named after Marie Somerville, co-founder of Fixit and head of its R&D department. There are many theories about the origin of this shape and why this symbol, mathematically resembling a Mobius strip, has found its way into both human and extraterrestrial culture. Thankfully, you don't need to know any of these theories to be a pioneer. Store it for later use. Fun fact: the planet you are on was found and named during a planet spotting event Marie hosted called Marie's Awesome Scientific Search of the Avant-Garde Exoplanets.
As I was saying earlier, flavor, just like the flavor text that they have for like picking up new stuff in this game is honestly so funny. Also, if you're watching, does limestone ever get like used for anything but concrete, or is it just like, hey, it's that concrete thing, better go make some more concrete? Because I had like 2 giant concrete factories, because I was hoping the limestone would be used for something else, and I just never got to it there, so I don't know. That is something I would love to know.
Congratulations, you have found your first Fixmas gift package, which is, naturally, full of gifts, the basic part necessary for most Fixmas seasonal event activities. Don't forget to check the calendar or the map to see what you can do with these gifts. Or do forget, I don't care.
They only really run away from the taser because you saw I just punched it. Ooh, they're different colors here too. Oh my god. I love this game, it's so cool.
This semi-slug species seems to persist entirely through absorbing and storing energy from its surroundings. Studying this could provide new methods for improving Fixit production line efficiency. Store this potential resource for later use.
Turn them into some sort of temporary energy source later down the line. Biofuel, you know. It's a bunch of D20s. Oh, you wanna go? You wanna go, bro?
Examples of new alien species acquired. Notable features are blunt teeth, suggesting it is herbivorous, and a thickly plated skull and spine, suggesting it is proficient at inflicting and receiving blunt force trauma. Preserve the remains for later study.
I'm gonna tell this crazy story anyway, but so this flavor text just reminded me of something. So I really like entomology, like insects and all that stuff. Blah blah. Creepy insects. Nails. Let me get the nails. Oh, sweet. Rotors, let's go. I hate building those things, bro. Rotors is low-key such a banger. Oops. Don't really care though. It was pretty close to my base height. Also, the fact you can respawn in this game as like the same person, or I think the same person, like implies that somehow, some way, in the lore of this game, they found out how to like respawn people. Kind of interesting. But anyway, back to my story. So I like entomology. I said this already. And so I was like, the other day I was reading an entomology book, and I like Ultrakill. Well, kind of already pretty obvious. The channel has 2 Ultrakill videos on it. Check those out if you haven't. And so I was like bored, and I was reading this entomology thing about the way I was reading an entomology like textbook I had gotten for Christmas, and so then basically I saw like the way they breathe. I forgot what it's called, but it's basically they breathe through like these little holes that draw air in. And so you know how V1 in Ultrakill has like absorbs blood as fuel, and I know like the in-lore explanation they found out some plating that absorbs it, but I was really bored, so I decided to like draw what like I guess like a semi-accurate V1 would be. I don't even know, because I don't even know what a semi-accurate V1 would be. I just thought it would be cool to draw. And so I added like a 3-segmented design where like the plating contained batteries, and like the like frame of V1 had like hydropower, blah 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 stuff, and so there were like holes in like the frame that doesn't have like the plating on it, like the parts like the chest of V1, like the stomach area, you know, that part's it's open, like the joints. And so like I imagined that part having like they absorb blood through that, and then they have like a water wheel under it, so it like produces like hydro-powered electricity or whatever. And since the like batteries and stuff are in a completely separate segment, they can't get wet. So, and then like hydraulics and all that crap and ball joints. So like it could move as like the 3rd segment. And it's funny because like I just now realized that a 3-segmented design with armor and plating on the outside of the body, protecting its internal movement system that are more like strings, fits the description of an insect near perfectly, but it doesn't have like mouth parts and stuff like that, and it only has 1 eye. And it doesn't have 3 sets of arms, but it does have 4 arms. So it was actually pretty cool to just think about. In conclusion, V1 is nearly an insect. By my logic. And by accurate V1, no understanding of engineering and all that stuff. But I didn't even try to do coding, because coding V1 would be so hard. Also, V1 sentient, so I just imagine it moves its body on its own. So.